Good evening, MacMun. We are here with the final update from the MacMun newsroom for day one of the conference.
Starting with Sochum, this afternoon Sochum responded to the unrest and the increasing tensions in Yemen by lifting the ban on majority of news organizations and sending aid to the nation.
Moving on to SC, the Security Council, or as I like to call it, the Spicy Council. The Security Council has witnessed multiple assassinations or assassination attempts today in their own committee room. Further, as we have already reported, the US and allies have invaded South Sudan, and the Sudanese government has fallen after a brief struggle with the US forces.
In the UNHCT committee, the crisis was a hostile entity demanding the retraction of the US net neutrality laws. The entity threatened to release top secret documents for member states if the demand is not compiled. The resolution asserts that the state's willingness to cooperate and pool resources to neutralize a threat without negotiating with the hostile entity.
In the Economic and Social Committee, ECOSOC, the delegates have been working on resolutions which will help to support open immigration, help to share cultural and language resources for new immigrants, and standardize academic and job-related certificates from country to country to make it easier for immigrants to find employment.
The WHO formed two responses to cholera outbreak. The first aims to control the spread of cholera. It also prohibits politically involved countries to be directly involved with the response, though they can offer their support in limited capacity. These countries include US, Turkey, Saudi Arabia, Italy, and Iran. The second response is by the US, Mexico, and Italy, also the cholera outbreak, but is generally seen as a more friendly response than the first.
In the United Nations Permanent Forum on Indigenous Issues, the delegates have not passed any resolutions. However, they have spent their time actively working on the process regarding the right to water, and they have also worked on throwing some shade at the media team. It's okay, no hard feelings.
There's a little bit of hard feelings.
A little bit.
The Historical Committee has passed 7 directives. 1.1, Eye of God. 1.2, Naval Dominance. 1.5, 1.6, 1.15, We Will Not Lose, and 1.16, as well as they have suffered through a double assassination. We are sorry about McGregor Bundy and the Dalai Lama who have now passed.
Very sad, very sad. Moving on to CND. The Committee on Narcotic Drugs has passed a resolution with a number of different items, essentially condemning the opioid outbreak across the world and creating different strategies for a subcommittee to deal with the pressing issue.
In the HRC, the US, Brazil, Canada, Australia, and Israel presented working papers with purposely vague definitions for religious discrimination and for the countries to individually decide on an action plan to fight religious discrimination, and they've been focusing on educational campaigns to do so.
That is all the updates from the committees for today, MacMun. We look forward to providing more updates tomorrow and Sunday. But before we sign off, just a reminder to all the delegates, we have our 1280 social tonight. Bring your lanyards for free snacks and a fun time. And if you can't make it, we'll see you for committee time starting here tomorrow at 9:15 for Block 1 and 9:30 for Block 2. Don't be late.